Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson and I'm back today with another A Trades. Today's date is April the 20th and I am using my new Pro Scalper system. Most of these trades, I believe, if not all of them, were a great way to trade, as I teach within the training videos. That's using the moving averages on top and of course the indicators down at the bottom. It's very high success rate as long as you follow the rules. One of the things I really like about the Pro Scalper, it gives a pop-up window like this telling me to either buy or sell. Today's trades were all sells. Would like to inform you also that I'm leaving today, going out of town, not too far, just on a business trip for the next 2 to 3 days, and I'm hoping to be back at least by Friday to be able to trade Friday morning and do a video for YouTube. I will be trading every day from a hotel room, but it is almost or minimum very difficult to do these videos from a hotel. Anyhow, now I would also like to inform you that all trading systems will work less than 50% of the time. It took me 8 years and over 700 systems to learn that. Now to get that up to 80 to 90% success rate, you will have to learn how to trade the flow of the market, which is what I teach. You will also have to learn trade management and money management. I have made trading the market simple and easy to do for all 3 sessions, including many ways to trade the markets. To be successful in trading, all you need is a lot of chart time, a lot of education. I provide the education. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. This will encourage me to do more of these videos. If you leave your name and email address, I'll put you on my email list for free weekly trading tips. Now, as I said before, the Pro Scalper gives a pop-up alert and this pop-up box telling you to either buy or sell the pair and at the price. Doesn't mean to take the trade right away unless it looks good. Now, on this very first trade, the pound Swiss, it did say right here, sell at 27.84, and at the pound Swiss here, I got in at 27.87. So I got in at even a little bit better price. But nonetheless, this pop-up box will draw your attention to many trades, all 3 sessions. Now, keeping in mind that the Pro Scalper works on the 1 minute, 5 minutes, and 15 minutes time frame, the indicator top left corner here is always going to show you the higher time frame, which out of those 3, the 15 minutes is the higher time frame. So you're going to go in the direction of the higher time frame. Took the trade at just before 7 on the first 2 pairs, and the other ones were just before 8 a.m. New York time. Let's see now. Drag and drop this up to see where I got in at. Here we go. Took the trade right here. Now I knew that it could go back to the goal line, but after seeing this more than 1,000 times, I know that it'll just hook around and keep going down. So obviously, in hindsight, better entries would have been here and here, but I could live with a slight pullback, which was only 9 or 10 pips. And I closed it out over here. Should have got out over here, but I decided to close it out here. Ended up with 10 pips, and 10 pips on the pound Swiss paid $1,092. So, off to a good start. Let's check out this pound dollar where I got in at. It's right here. suggesting selling. So let's see where I got in at. Very clear when I pulled the trigger that it was a great way to trade. I mostly focus just on the goal line. Saying to sell, so I sold it. Did go against me about 14 pips. And I closed it out over here. Looks like with 11 pips. And 11 pips on the pound dollar paid $1,100. And also, you'll notice that I always do 3 or more trades every day. Many days, it's between 5 and 10 trades, mainly because I do not know which one will give me the most pips. In other words, I don't know which one's going to be the bigger mover. But I can guarantee you, if you're taking 5 to 10 trades and doing the workhorses, in other words, these 9 pairs right here, if you're trading 8 of these 9 pairs and following the rules in the training videos, you're going to have great results like this. And my goal every day is 100 pips or more. And I don't know exactly what I got, but guaranteed for sure I got over 100 pips. Okay, moving on to the next pair, Pound Aussie. Let's take a look at this trade. Drag and drop this up, see where I got in at. This particular trade, let's see when I pulled the trigger, it didn't look all that great for as far as a great way to trade. But as you can see down at the bottom, the 3 indicators are all red, screaming to sell. It did a move down, pull back, and then eventually gave me some pips. Took the trade at this cursor, went against me about 12 pips, and I closed it out, looks like with 15 pips. And 15 pips on the Pound Aussie paid $1,166. Now all these pound trades were based on pound weakness, and in real time as it was dropping, it did hit 20% and or less. This one is not dropping as quickly because the pound and the Aussie are right beside each other here. So anyhow, moving on to the next pair, Euro Aussie. Let's see where I got in at. Here we go. Got the alert right here. So I took the trade right away on the next candle. This particular trade did go against me 2 pips, and I ended up closing it out, looks like with 17 pips. And 17 pips on the Euro Aussie paid $1,322. Okay, let's move on to the next pair, this Pound New Zealand. And on this Pound New Zealand, if you didn't already know, it does move the most number of pips on a daily basis. The ADR is 149 pips, and today, well, it fell short of that. It's only at 85 pips. Now this trade here did not qualify as a great way to trade. I just took the trade as soon as it broke the goal line, and everything down at the bottom suggested to sell. Now it did go against me right here, about 16 pips, but I knew I just had to sit and wait for those pips. I ended up closing the trade with 20 pips profit, and those 20 pips on the Pound New Zealand paid $1,441. And after you trade and use the Pro Scalper, you see dozens and dozens of trade examples. Once it clears the goal line, usually quite soon after that, you will get the signal to sell. It's a learning curve. You still have to learn how to trade the markets, the flow of the market. Next pair is the Pound Yen. Let's see where I got in at. Higher time frame, 15 minutes is a sell. We happen to be on the 5 minutes. Let's drag and drop this up, see where I got in at. Knowing that I wanted to sell, Once I saw these two candles, red, trigger was from this candle, got in, just lagging a little bit, pulling the trigger. Not a big deal. Did go against me 3 pips, and I ended up closing out the trade. Looks like with 17 pips. 17 pips on the pound yen paid $1,569. Let's move on to the next pair, Euro New Zealand. Same situation here. We're selling according to what the scalper is suggesting. Drag and drop this up. Again, it was the same thing here. Actually, scalper was a little bit lagging at telling me that, but I teach how to trade pullbacks. And remember, when it does from the top up here back to the goal line, I call that a pullback. And once it breaks through and keeps going down, I call that a reversal. And of course, I do teach how to trade around the goal line here, which is what I was doing right at this point in time. There are many ways to trade the markets, and the more ways that you learn, the more pips you'll be making, and of course that translates into more money. Took the trade here. It went against me 3 pips, and I closed it out, it looks like, with 22 pips. And 22 pips on the Euro New Zealand paid $1,657. Okay, let's go move on to the last pair, pound CAD. Let's see where I got in on this trade. Again, this is a trade. Does not qualify for a great way to trade. I traded it as I teach in the training videos called a trading around the goal line. Took the trade here. Looks like it only went against me. Not too bad. 1 pip. And I had to wait and wait. At this point, I was up 23 pips. Didn't quite catch it or see it at that point in time, but I ended up with 21 pips, and I was happy with that. And those 21 pips paid $1,677. So another great day of trading. Today's pip total, as I said, I got over 100 pips. I ended up with 133 pips. And 133 pips paid $11,026. So if your system is not producing, like my Pro Scalper, I suggest you get your hands on it. And to do so, all you have to do is look right below this video, and you'll see this right up. It's a Pro Scalper system that I do charge $250 for. I teach how to trade the flow of the market. If you don't learn this, you're going to always struggle. So that's what you have to learn. Now, my Pro Scalper system comes with 4 gigabytes of training, and you'll get an exact copy of my system on your MT4 platform. Now, it comes with 5 MT4 templates, 10 custom indicators, and of course my favorite meter. Now, I also included a lot of PDF books and a lot of Word documents, and that's what you're going to need. A lot of education to succeed at trading the markets. Now, there's a lot of ways to trade, and I do teach a lot of ways to trade the markets. That's why there's 42 training videos, and I threw in 9 bonus videos. Now, you can definitely put this video on pause, as running a bit short on time here, and read all the different ways that I teach how to trade the markets. If you have any questions at all you got to do is pick up the phone and call me. Here's my number. And of course, if you live too far, quite simple, just send me an email. Here's my email address. Remember, there's an underscore right here. All you got to do is click on this link right here, and we'll have Skype connection, and through Skype screen sharing I'll give you a free session. No obligation, and answer your questions. And I can show you any trigger system that you would like to see. Now if you click on this link right here, you will see 32 screenshots of all the different trigger systems I've been building over the years. So that just about wraps up this video, and I'll repeat it again. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until the next trade, happy trading, and remember to keep yourself and your family safe. Okay, bye for now.